Gotta hit up in here. Over here, buddy. Ass. Ooh, handy. There are mods. Stop! Fucking pyrokinesis. Actually, I just remembered what they make me think of. What that attack reminds me of. That one bastard from Doom. Oh yes, I tried that before, didn't I? Sorry, it's force of habit when I'm dealing with these to just try and beat the shit out of it. This one's a bit too potent for that. It's not too big a deal, I saved. I need to use the... It could be possible to stealth around it, but I'm not inclined to do so, given my general lack of stealth abilities. Okay, this laser is also not an option for actually trying to engage it. You need a... you need a... You need to be able to focus fire on it a lot more than you can actually get away with. Okay, you know, I could just fuck it with a recycler charge. No idea what the hell that was. Oh, damn it. Let's reload that. I don't want to waste, damn. Okay, knock that shit off. A bowl of creamy banana pudding made from sunburst bananas by Transfer Kitchens. Don't really have any food here left on me. Whoa! Sup? Yeah, denied. Yeah, how about the?
Repair is needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Good morning, Talos. Breakfast is served in the cafeteria until 9 a.m.
Wade, please, with a chair on top, fix medical operator that's been sitting on your desk. Goldcrest.
System alert.
There we go.
Repair is needed. Please contact a qualified engineer. All systems operational. Thank you. Diagnosing. Bruising, abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. This won't take long. Good as new. You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front desk.
Got his second one. White noise. Excerpt from White Noise: Perceptions of Imperceptions. Herdon Rigo. More often called white noise due to the telltale spots, said to be like static in the victim's eyes. White noise isn't just a medical condition. It's more than just wild, almost witch doctor-like claims of psychic ability. Dr. Deo. Igwe, anyone? It's disenfranchisement. It says the victim can never have a neural mod, nor can their brain be mapped. It's the end of everything that it is about a person. Who's trying to start to decide? Will we let them add a biological caste system to the human race? Interesting. A patient tests positive for non-small cell lung cancer. Patient did not list any ailments into submission form prior to being taken to the skill recorder. Contact this patient immediately. If it's still in house 1, have him report to trauma center as soon as possible. Staff Whitner. I repaired one when I could have just gotten it for free. Luther glass. Was there another Luther we ran into? I'm not sure. I'm getting everyone's name confused. Most dramatic of looting music. I do feel a little dodgy about just fragging out with the other thing, given I have no way of getting more of those. But it was the only way I had to take the other guy down. Actually, just looking at this, the game's kind of crafting system and whatnot is kind of similar to that Subterranean I was mentioning. And I'm not sure which came out first. Subterranean might have. They like you break down parts of your enemies, the other humans in like recycling machines, and then process them in other machines into, you know, food or equipment or what have you. Actually, I think the food you grow, but whatever. The obviously, I'm not making any big bold assertions that there's like, oh, they're ripping them off. It's or one way or the other. I don't like doing that. I'm just simply acknowledging there's a similarity between the two, and it's making me think of Subterranean. And does actually make me want to get back to playing that game. It is very much different all around to this game. It's a top-down perspective, survival game. Not sure what you compare it to, but yeah, it is a top-down game. Again, you're set on a space station, but it's not, the world's deadliest game of prop hunt. It's basically zombies. Actually, I think I've seen... Was that used in another game? Good cop, good cop. Excerpt from a book on interrogation techniques by Dr. Avalon Bayer. The typical interrogation suspect portrayed by entertainment media is stubborn, clever, or arrogant, entering into a verbal sparring match with the interrogating officer. While this makes for good drama, it's a poor representation of actual cases. It's more to note that the majority of suspects want to talk. Let them. Provide some prompts, but only to keep the words flowing. Do not attempt to direct them, but just keep them talking. In my experience and case studies back this, has been that most people will move towards information you want to know if you just listen to them and reaffirm their assumptions when they need it. Studies show that there's a significant likelihood of behavioral conditions and psychiatric disorders emerging among the population of crew stationed for more than 3 months. Impacts of behavioral issues are minimized with the appropriate tools for monitoring mood and predicting risk, while including as many amenities and recreations as possible. Email. Have my people been coming to you? Had another one of my people present a signed note from you for fatigue. Just want to make sure it's legit. Are there a lot of people coming to you with stress-related complaints, or is it my imagination? Matthias, I don't know what to tell you. You walked into an experiment without a psychoscope, and it went sideways. Couldn't contain it after that. They controlled them. My suspicion is Typhon can force other beings to empathize with them. Maybe further down the road we can find a way to reverse engineer this. Get them to empathize with us. Please keep Mr. Young in quarantine for the time being. Be my thanks. Anna, please keep staff away from the quarantine area. For potential contagious subject in there is suffering from memory loss. At this time, only Dr. Cole and myself should have access. Please set the new code to 1875. A concern with Dr. Calvino is increasing. His symptoms have escalated from memory loss and occasional disorientation to delusions and paranoia. His increased agitation in this session has given me cause to take his issues up with Alex during the next debriefing.
Tell me about the dream.
The dream. Yes. It's always in my lab, and I'm standing in front of the glass.
Are you alone?
Yes.
What do you see in the glass?
Nothing. At first. I don't want to turn it on, but I can't help it. I have to turn it on. When I do, it's like the heart of a black hole, an immense darkness. There's something swimming in the black. I catch glimpses, edges of the shape. I feel as though it wants to come through onto my side. I have to turn off the glass before it sees me, but I always wake before I can.
What does it look like? The shape in the glass?
Nothing.
Does it look like this image here? Dr. Calvino, does it look like this?
No, that's... No, I don't...
Are you sure?
Where did you get that drawing? Have you been spying on me? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
For a moment it sounded like the music was coming from the... It just sounded like... made me think it was coming from speakers. Well, that's explaining... You know, his agitation and, memory loss. Him thinking he did multiple things and all this. Sarah's hostility towards me continue unabated. This distance she creates makes it more difficult for me to address her issues of anxiety and distrust. Some of her answers today did lend me a bit of insight I might be able to use in future sessions to hopefully get her to open up more.
Sarai, come in.
It's Sarah, but you can call me Chief Elazar. Matt.
Matthias, please. Forgive me, but your name is Sarai in the file.
We've been over this. My mother Americanized it. Will we be spending the next 59 minutes like this? Because we could cut it short right now.
We've discussed your mother. I thought perhaps today we could speak more about the career choices that were born of that.
Serving in the military wasn't an excuse to get away from her nagging, Matt. I was just... restless.
And you're better now? Not restless?
I'm fine.
Because your last tour of duty was the evacuation, and reports from there...
I saved as many as I could. For every soldier we lost, we were able to save 100 civilians.
Yes. Tragic. Still, to lose soldiers under your command...
The cost was worth it, both in lives and the unification of the region.
Taking on a losing battle like that. Fighting. Not enemy troops, but the equivalent of a natural disaster.
It wasn't natural, it was man-made. It prepared me for here, Dr. Cole. Because this station, it's the same thing, a disaster waiting to happen. We are well-trained and poorly equipped. The research is dangerous. Keeping secrets secret is dangerous. I'm sure you would agree.
Accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
I'm sure they'll be along promptly. Danielle exhibits relentless anger towards Tori generally, and the youth specifically. A few gentle questions sent her on a tirade that ended with her storming out of the office. We'd be surprised if she decided to skip these meetings for the rest of her tenure here on Talos 1.
These psych evals are a waste of time.
A waste of time. Like back on Earth?
That was different.
Was it? Anger, issues with authority. A year of counseling doesn't sound like a trivial matter.
Those files were supposed to be closed.
Are you angry?
I'm getting there.
Any new relationships?
No.
I thought you and Miss Foy, the sanitation engineer, were seen together.
She's a sanitation boss, and we're not in a relationship. Not anymore.
Ah. And this separation, did it involve anger? Issues with authority?
Screw this! I'm done. Report me to the U's, I don't care. They're putting the station at risk just like TranStar North and just like on Earthside. You assholes will bury it with your psych eval bullshit. And another thing.
I wouldn't call those gentle questions. Session logs. Huh. I was actually meant to have one with me. Well, Morgan here. Yeah, I wouldn't call those gentle questions. To be honest, he does come off as smug and maybe a little mocking towards its patients, which isn't really the best of it. I know there's just a sleaziness to how he speaks, so even if it isn't intentional, that's just how he freaking comes across. A lot of sci-hypos here. Oh, this is
Good
unlocked.
afternoon, Talos. The time is now 12 p.m.
Trevor J. Young, mind controlled. Subject appears disorientated, paranoid. Not sure how much of current behavior is due to incident versus his recent neuromod removals. Recommend continued observation. $73.24. I don't want to kill him. For now, we'll even be.